Whether you're hitting the road or kicking back in the cab, it's time to take a load off with Big Rig Banter. Powered by AllTruckJobs.com, your source for finding the trucking jobs drivers really want. Get ready to shift into gear and let the conversations roll.
Hello and welcome. The date is September 2nd, and you're listening to the 60th episode of Big Rig Banter. I'm your favorite co-host, Lene Rule.
And I'm your other co-host, Troy Diffenderfer.
What's up, Troy? How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good. I guess we're just a few days out from Labor Day weekend. You got any plans?
Yeah, actually, this week coming up is my first wedding anniversary, so that's pretty exciting. I'm not sure exactly what we have plans. Obviously, given, the COVID circumstances, we're going to probably do something different, not necessarily a big trip or anything, but Lynn and I have been talking, and I'm sure we're going to do something exciting, dinner, and maybe do something else after that. So I'm really excited to hang with my awesome wife, and, that should be really fun. What about you?
Yeah, that's awesome. What is the date of your anniversary?
It is September 9th.
Are you sure about that?
Hold on, let me look.
I'm just kidding.
No, I legit.
I'm sure you know.
No, I legit need to look it up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 9th. Right?
Awesome.
Do you have the invitation saved?
Yeah, I have it framed on my wall here in my living room.
No, keep going.
Okay. Well, I am going to West Virginia this weekend, actually, so I'm pretty pumped. We're staying in a cabin in the woods, and my sister and brother-in-law have longtime friends who live down there, so we just hang out with them, eat a lot of cherry soaked in moonshine.
Oh, yummy.
And go mudding and all that stuff.
If I could pick what you would do for your birthday, that's probably what I would pick.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I know you like hanging out in the country and being outside and, getting dirty and things like that. So, yeah, that's exactly what I pictured you doing for your birthday, and that sounds really exciting, and I'm sure I'll have to think of some cool birthday gift to get you. But it's going to be a surprise, so, maybe next episode we can reveal what it is.
I know. Yeah, I forgot my birthday is in like 2 weeks.
I know.
Way to remind me.
I know. That's exciting. I won't say how. I think you're turning like 23 or 24, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly. So, but I'm really excited for this episode topic. I think it's going to be a really, really fun one. It's something that me and you, I think, use a lot. We're talking about YouTube and some really popular truckers on YouTube. I know I personally, not necessarily for trucking purposes, but I use YouTube all the time, whether it be, looking up live concerts or looking up a new music video from a band or, looking up just weird, funny compilations of, people falling down or something like that. But, yeah, I'm a big YouTube fan. What about you?
Yeah, for sure. And there's a lot of great YouTube channels out there for truck drivers. And even if you're not a truck driver, I personally find them very interesting. So we're going to go through, I guess, just each talk about a couple YouTube channels that we really like. One that I like is Trucker Josh. I like his YouTube channel because he shows a lot of scenery in his, and as someone who's driven across the country twice, I just love kind of looking and being like, oh, I was on that highway, or, just what the scenery looks like maybe in states that I haven't been in before. So I really like that aspect of it. But he also is really candid about what it's like to be a truck driver and has a lot of good info in there too.
Yeah, and I think just from, like a YouTuber aspect, showing all that scenery and things like that, that's a good way to connect with your audience. It'll make them feel like they're in the cab with you, and I think that's a great idea to show a lot of the scenery. And, for those that maybe haven't traveled out that way, it's a good way to kind of experience that while you're still at home. So kudos to him on, that tactic and, showing that off. I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to highlight one of my favorite YouTubers, and I guess I'll tread lightly. I'll tread carefully.
Oh, Lord.
This
I
is
know where this is going.
one of my favorite truckers. She's from Sweden, and her name's Angelica Larsson, and I've been, following her on YouTube and Instagram and social media, and she's very informative. I think she's really funny, and, she's definitely has the YouTube thumbnails down because they're very, they pop with color. They, of course, have her in it. She's, young and blonde and attractive, and, she just, she's got the system down.
Troy,
as far
do
as...
you have a YouTube crush?
No, I just, I appreciate... I appreciate a good marketer, and she definitely knows how to market her page very well. So...
I can agree with that.
Yeah, so I think that was really cool, and she has a huge following. She has almost 200,000 subscribers, so people are obviously watching, and I think it's just cool that she's over in Sweden. The accent's really cool, and it's a different looking truck, and she's crossing a lot of different.
Yeah.
She's going into different countries, which is another cool thing. So. I don't know. Maybe she's listening. We do look at our Big Rig Banter stats, and there's a few listens from Sweden. So, you never know, Lene. She could be listening to this right now. So,
and then she heard that you are married and moving on.
Yeah.
So, my another YouTube channel that I really like is also a woman. It's called Happiness by the Mile, and I love her channel because she's super authentic. And really gives a good perspective into being a female truck driver and some of the things she goes through. In the beginning, she had like a camera guy with her, but it looks like now she's doing more vlog style. But I really find her videos to all be engaging, informative, and obviously I love to see a female out there on the road and just how passionate she is about being a truck driver. It's just inspiring to me because wow, girl power.
Yeah, I agree. And, I've looked at that one too. And you brought up a really good point, of highlighting women in trucking and, putting, a face to women in trucking in a video and seeing, her actually driving the truck and things like that. So that's really, really cool. And
she's fairly young. Like, I think she's like about, I'm just guessing, I don't know, but she looks about my age. So I like that as well, kind of putting that perspective in there of, not just women, but younger women getting into trucking as well.
Mm-hmm. And, the last one I want to highlight is a YouTube channel called Driven Trucking. And, it's not, it doesn't have the amount of subscribers of some of these other ones, but I just like the titles of a lot of his videos because it's really, showing that first person and showing what truckers really care about, especially when they're watching YouTube videos. So some of the titles are, buying a big rig, what I wish I knew,
right.
Or, how to ensure success as an owner-operator. These are the things, and I'm thinking if I'm a trucker, that's what I want to really know. So,
yeah, no, I agree with that. I'll have to check that one out.
But yeah, we want to know what your favorite trucker YouTuber is, or if you have a channel of your own, feel free to reach out to us and, plug it, whether it be on social media or sending us a direct email. We always want to, help promote fellow truckers, especially those on YouTube and those, doing media. Send us some links. And also check out our blog covering some YouTube truckers on alltruckjobs.com to read more about the YouTube channels. And once again, Big Rig Banter is powered by alltruckjobs.com. If you're looking for a new job, that's your place to go. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have a free minute, leave us a review. We love to hear from you.
Lene, do you think you could be a YouTuber, or what would your YouTube look like? What's the topic you would cover?
I have thought about being a YouTuber, so I've thought about YouTubing like my road trips and stuff, which I think would be a lot of fun. And then I've also considered like a cooking one, but it had a little spin to it, but I can't really go into the details of it on the air.
Sounds good.
What about you?
I don't know. I thought, I play video games, but I see, it feels like a young person's young person's game, and it's weird to say that being only 26 years old, but like I'll see like 15-year-olds with like 3 million views on YouTube, and they're playing a game, and like that's a strange world, is like the gaming and people streaming games and things like that. So I've thought about that. Not that I'm like a video game wizard or anything, but I don't know. You have to have a certain personality to be successful on YouTube like that, and that's not me. I'm not like, as you can tell from my voice, I don't really get excited or like emotional or like show a lot of emotion.
That's true.
So I
don't think I've ever seen you get really excited or mad.
That's true. So, I mean, I don't mind being pretty even keel, but I don't think it lends its hand to being a YouTube personality or anything like that. But I definitely think it'd be cool. I mean, it'd be cool making a living making YouTube videos. I would take that any day, but I'm still searching, for my niche. That's for sure.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up, Troy. What about you?
Yeah, I think so. Enjoy your birthday. I'm really excited, and I'm excited to hear about your trip. And yeah.
Yeah, and happy wedding anniversary. 1 year down, forever to go.
I know. Thank you. But once again, I'm your co-host, Troy Diffenderfer.
And I'm your favorite co-host, Lene Rule.
And this has been Big Rig Banter.
Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Big Rig Banter. For your next job, check out alltruckjobs.com, the premier online source for finding the best driver jobs in the country. Browse hundreds of positions by freight or driver type to get back on the road with confidence. Click subscribe to keep the conversations coming. Until next time on Big Rig Banter.